your horses, Indy. We have to tell the Discord what's going on. We don't have a bot to do that anymore. I know you're impatient. But I have treats. Hi. Hold on, Discord is updating. Okay, here we go. Hold on. Hold on, puppy. Yeah. Good boy. Hold on. Okay, there we go. I've let Discord know. Hi, Psycho. Hi, Darren. Okay. Come here. My bad. My bad. I'm sorry. I forgot that there was a pull-up bar on the door. That happens about once a week when I go to film videos. All right. Beep, 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 beep. Good boy. Lay down. The camera's a little hot. Oh, no, you can see him all right. Let's pull up the controls. So, hello. This is good practice for me to talk to a camera with my new teeth in. Hi, Jana. Hi, Horror. Hey, yo. Hey, Don Pedro. How are you? All right, now lay down. Be cute. I've trapped you in here for a minute. You'll survive. Hi, Rudini. So, yeah, these are our new teeth. I hope that's the thumbnail for this video. I've got, it's kind of like Invisalign, but it's a little different. And yeah, hopefully we're gonna fix my teeth. I thought it was just the bottom teeth that needed fixing, but apparently my top teeth are wonky too. By the way, so I cannot show, hey Aldo, I'm not going to show the card because it's a secret, but this is the patron indie holiday card that is going out. And look, I got this. So last year, I wanted to die after licking 500 envelopes. So this year, I got a universal moistener bottle. And I guess I could have accomplished the same thing with a kitchen sponge. But I kind of like having a tool, you know? Yeah, well, that's the thing, Don Pedro. I think it's a flat cost for this. So I guess I might as well, if I'm going to be annoyed by having a retainer in, then I might as well do top and bottom. Because, yeah, they're a little wonky, too. They're not as bad as the bottom teeth, but yeah, so go figure. You know, I've only been making YouTube videos for sexy times. Straight teeth? Oh, or the moistener bottle. You might be referring to the moistener bottle. It feels so weird to smile. because I can feel the tops of the trays. I guess they're called trays. I really shouldn't complain because a couple of my friends who are approximately my age have also gotten Invisalign type of things. Hey, hey. Hey, Blue. Oh, yeah. I guess in general I don't like single-use tools, but I don't know. In some cases I like them. In the kitchen, you're right. I am against them. But there's like a little nerdy part of me elsewhere that appreciates them. So yeah, I have some friends who have gotten Invisalign in the last few years, and they complained nonstop about how much... Sorry, I'm being really careful to not show... Because I've already put the labels on all of these, so I don't want to show you my patrons' addresses. But I'm very close to being able to send out all of the cards because, as you can see, I have stamped them. I've signed a bunch of them. I still have to sign a bunch more. And then I have a little surprise I'm excited to show you guys in a minute after I finish moistening these envelopes. Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, Susan Almas Costanza did die that way. That is my YouTube set behind me. Yes. This is my PC, which is used for video games and strams. So, very lucky to have 2 different desk setups so I can kind of compartmentalize. And this was the original purpose of the stream back when I used to stream on Twitch. I used to stream Overwatch. The purpose was to get up away from my desk at around the time when I start to lose steam. So I can move to another desk and do something that requires different kinds of brains. Hey, Mia. So yeah, anyway, my friends said that Invisalign hurt like hell for them. So it doesn't. So far, it's been a little more than 24 hours. And it doesn't hurt at all. It's just annoying. And it feels weird. I'm constantly like playing with it. Like tonguing it. And I find it very distracting. And also, like, there's a plasticky kind of taste to it. Oh, I don't do Twitch anymore. I stopped doing Twitch because around the same time I stopped doing Overwatch, I guess. Twitch is so annoying because they made me like an affiliate. I wasn't popular enough to be a partner. So I was an affiliate and I could earn money, but only when people bought subscriptions. And I felt bad about that. Like, I liked giving people emotes and stuff, and I liked, making a little extra cash. But it was so little compared to what Twitch got out of it, which was me on their platform, which is priceless. And I realized, like, oh, if I just stream on YouTube instead, then I can just get, like, AdSense money on replays. And that way, like, nobody has to pay for it. Everybody gets to hang out. The only downside is that I can't use my bot anymore. So, hi, Floyd. How are you? It's been so long. So yeah, I don't have my bot, so I have to like remember to pull up Discord and make an announcement. Also, the other problem is a lot of people had different usernames between Twitch and YouTube, so I had to like reacquaint myself with who's who. So you say you didn't notice your aligners anymore. Remind me of your English name, please. I know you told me last time and now I can't think of it. I even tried to make up a mnemonic and then I forgot. How long did it take for you to not notice your aligners? Was it immediately, or did you have to get used to it? Because I assume that at some point, yeah, I'll just be like, whatever. Roy. That's right, Roy. Okay, sorry. The mnemonic was that you're using the same made-up English name that Bruce Willis does, John McClane does in Die Hard. So Roy, yeah, like, did you, Floyd, you'd be shocked. Oh, a week. Okay. That makes me feel better. Like, if you had said you didn't notice them from the jump, I would have been like, oh, okay. Like, so far, I've been relieved because I've heard that the worst time is the first week, and particularly, like, the first few days. So once I made it past 12 hours, I was like, oh, maybe I just, at least for this first tray, no pain, just annoyance. And, like, a lot of, I have a lot of saliva. I have a lot of saliva anyway. That's a thing that I've discovered recently, or at least I was told. The dental hygienist at my last visit informed me that I have an abnormal amount of saliva. She didn't use the word abnormal, but she meant abnormal. Yeah, that's what I need, Roy. How do I remember the mnemonic? I just think the greatest movie ever made. I don't know. I know it is a total flex. Well, you know, I also, you know what's not a flex is the reason why I have to wear these is because my tongue is anchored to the bottom, supposedly. I don't know. A dentist told me this once. I don't know if it's true, I guess. But he said that the little thing that anchors my tongue to the bottom of my mouth is too short, and my sadistic childhood dentist should have cut it, which you'd think he would have been super excited to do. Fucking hated that asshole. But yeah, like Gail the snail. Hi, William. Oh, superhuman. I like that. Yeah, that's my superpower. So yeah, I mean, it's a fitting power to make up for the weakness of having a very short tongue all my life. But yeah, apparently, according to like one dentist I talked to, he said that that has like pooled on my front teeth, and that's why my front teeth are crowded. And I assume that that's also why I'm probably going to have to wear a retainer for the rest of my life. Frenulum, exactly. Like, I've heard that everybody more or less has to keep wearing a retainer after you finish moving your teeth around. And I should anyway, because I grind my teeth at night, especially when I'm stressed out. So the dentist said that, like, I asked him like a while back, should I get a retainer? And he was like, don't waste your money. If you're going to do the Invisalign thing, you can just use that retainer. So yeah, basically, I guess I should get used to this for the rest of my goddamn life. Deciduous teeth? Is that what they're called? I mean, I get it. It makes sense. But I just always called them baby teeth. But I'm going to use that. You kept breaking the retainers. Oh, you have to have your jaw broken? Oh my God. straw man. Straw man, that's such a good like life pro tip. Like, hey, are you depressed, feeling out of sorts? Hop on Switch Sports and completely destroy some children. I feel like the pressure would really be on. I would feel like I would get destroyed by children and then feel bad. Oh yeah, milk teeth. K-Red said it's ominous. That sucks. Indy has many teeth that are just missing. So he had to get some. He had a broken tooth that had to be removed last year, and so they did X-rays so they could finally figure out if his teeth just were never there or if they are like under his gum waiting to come out. And it was good news because it turns out those teeth were just never there. So he's got like half as many teeth as a lesser dog. Evergreen. Yeah, there is something really weird about metaphorically comparing teeth to trees. I don't know what it is. There is something unsettling about it. I think maybe it's the idea that trees just keep growing and growing. So, like, what if our teeth just keep growing and growing? I think there are some animals like that, aren't there? I know sharks' teeth keep, like, coming in and getting replaced. I don't know if that counts as growing and growing. Oh my god, I'm like only halfway through this stack. And I can't wait any longer. I have to show you. I have to show you the thing I got. Hey, Misty. Hi. Don't worry. Okay, so I had this idea last year. I had this idea that I should custom make a stamp with Indy's paw on it. Because I previously, like years ago, I got a kit to... Hi. I'm sorry. You can go back to sleep. Go back to sleep. Hi. Where, like, it was this kit where he puts his little paw in... Why are you hiding back there? Okay. He puts his paw in, and I make this. It made this little ornament that I could hang on the tree. Do I have a slight lisp? I feel like I do have a very slight lisp. Anyway, so I was thinking like, oh, I could get some clay or whatever, press Indy's paw into it, and then turn that into a rubber stamp, and then we could sign the Christmas cards to patrons with Indy's paw. But then I looked into it. I found like a DIY sibilant. Oh, maybe I've just always had a slight lisp. I did have there was a YouTube comment like a while back that tried to make fun of me for having a lisp. And I was like, okay, I'm 44. That's the first I've heard of it, but good to know, Catherine. Okay, so I looked up a DIY thing. I found this whole thing on how to go about turning your animal's paw into a rubber stamp, but it was so involved. It required buying a bunch of different materials, and it was already almost the end of the year. So I was like, all right, maybe next time. So this year, I'm ahead of the game. So I was like, all right, let me look into this. So I was once again looking at like the thing where he imprints and then I turn that into, and then I was like, wait a minute. You can make a custom stamp based on an image. So why don't I just, excuse me, I could be a Buddy Cole, but it would be homophobic for me to attempt it. Yeah, why don't I just, oh, thanks, John. Wait till you see this one. This one is going to kill. Okay. So it's like, I don't need to make a 3-dimensional impression of his paw. I just need to get his paw print on a piece of paper, scan it in, and then make a custom stamp with that. So I went to the craft store and I got an ink pad, and I came home and I sat down, I called Indy over, and I pressed his little paw in the ink pad, and then I pressed it on a piece of paper, and it looked like shit. I might even still have them, actually. Did I throw those away? Damn, I think I cleaned up in here a little bit, and I threw them away. If I find them, I'll show them too. But they look like shit. I tried over and over and over again. Indy got so many treats that I think he got sick of them. And pause for thought. Michael, get out of here. Get out of here. So they all look like trash. And then to make matters worse, I had thought to have like a bottle of rubbing alcohol and some rags. And so I wiped off his paw, but then before I let him put his paw down on the floor, I pressed it against the paper again, and there was still ink because it had gotten into like the fur between his paw pads, and it would not come out. And so the poor guy, I went through rag after rag after rag trying to get the ink off. In the end, like, I couldn't get enough off where I felt comfortable letting him walk across the floor. So I had to pick him up and carry him outside, where I took him on a long walk just to like walk off the ink. So that sucked. So then I went back to the craft store, and I had seen this the first time around, but it cost like $3 more. It was a no mess ink pad specifically for babies and animals. I saw it, but I was like, that's expensive. I'm not doing that. So I went back and I bought that. And that was also, it didn't work very well. Like, it was really hard to get it right. Well, take a photo of the bottom of his paw. Okay, so now that you mention it, PZ, now that you mention it, that probably would have been better. Shut up. Moving on. So I used the no mess one. Luckily, it came with like 4, and each one you could use until like the ink was used up. So you could use it like 6 or 7 times. Oh my God, just put his paw on the scanner. My husband has a scan. Okay. You know what? Why couldn't you guys have told me this a month ago when I was going through it, but not telling you because I wanted it to be a surprise? Oh my God. Shut up. All of you shut up. Okay, so look, eventually I got a pretty good one from the no mess thing, but I still had to scan it in, and then I needed to Photoshop it to like increase the contrast and stuff. And then I uploaded it to like the custom stamp website, and I had to go back and edit it some more. And it still didn't quite look like ass copies. It's true. Oh my God, PZ, I'm literally I took a break from researching. I'm doing a trad wife video. That's literally what I'm in the middle of writing. Hey, Cookie. No, this is just my office. So anyway, the end of the story is that the custom stamp, everything took so much longer than I'd planned, and I had to get out the international ones. So the international ones do not have the stamp. But I did finally get it this weekend. And so it's covered in indie fur. So I started using it, and it's not great. And also, it's far too big for the card. Like, there's not enough blank space on the card. So instead, I decided that I would put it on the envelope. So I'm going to show you. And I showed it to my friends, and they were like, you know what? The fact that it doesn't, like, it's kind of hard to even tell it's a dog paw, makes it more obvious how much work you put into this, because it's clear that you didn't just go out and buy an off-the-shelf dog paw stamp. So let me show you what it looks like. And I even added his name just in case to make it perfectly obvious that this is Indy's paw. Yeah, so isn't that cute? These are the best cards ever, and they're all going out to my patrons. Hi. Hi, are you here to put your paw stamp on every envelope? It's only 600 this year. It's not too bad, right? I'm pretty pleased with it. And like it makes me laugh how silly it is. So if you're a patron, if you're international, I'm sorry. Some international, they fell through the cracks, and so you'll get them late, but with a dog paw. And I'm not sure if I sent out any domestics before. I don't think I did send out any domestics yet, because I'm waiting till Thanksgiving, just so you guys don't get them too early and it'd be weird. I'm hoping that in the end, like, everybody kind of gets them around the same time, so nobody's spoiled. Why don't you lay down? Oh, I should have brought your collar up so we could train you to associate your collar sound with treats. Lay down. Lay down. Lay down. Good boy. You're still not on camera, though. You really got to work on that. I'm going to put your treat over there. You got to stay on camera, buddy. I'm not sure, Michael. I can double check. I will make I can check right now, actually. Well, no. Okay, I'm just going to make a note on this World Market receipt. Check. Michael Bellaroo. I'll make sure you go on. Yeah, everybody lay down. Oh, I would sign up if I got a spider in the mail, PZ. Yeah, this is something, this is the third time I've done it. And I wasn't sure at first because it costs a lot of money and it takes a lot of time. But in the grand scheme of things, like, so yeah, I wasn't sure. And then when the first cards started showing up and people were like sending me pictures on social media, like showing their card hanging on their fridge or on their tree, and it just brought so much joy that I was like, okay, no, this is worth it. And then, like, in terms of time, like, I mostly do it while I'm watching TV or listening to books and stuff, so it's basically now I do this instead of playing solitaire on my phone or whatever else I do to like keep my hands busy while I'm doing things like this, like talking with you guys. So, yes. So the dew claw thing is like up here. Their thumb is up here, so it doesn't appear on the print. That said, though, you know, a lot of the stamp attempts did not show any pads. Like, it was really all over the place. Let me just see if I can, because I went through like so many pieces of paper just trying to get a decent image. My box of retainers. No, I think I threw them away, unfortunately. Oh well. Damn me being so clean. I actually have so much cleaning to do. Around that chemist. I don't know who that is, Roy. I have been, so I have a lot of videos. I've only done 2 videos this month. I don't know if Patreon has changed, so I don't need to do 8 videos this month. I don't know. They haven't gotten back to me about that whole thing. It's infuriating, and I don't even want to think about it right now. But I have a lot of videos to do, and my in-laws are coming and staying with us next week. So I basically just have this week. So I'm trying to come up with some fun video ideas. And I don't know if this is going to take too much energy or maybe just not even be worth it. But I did catch sight of somebody accusing Kyle Hill of plagiarism, which I thought was interesting. Kyle is a science YouTuber who, I'll be honest, I've never liked. I've always thought that he always, every time I met him, he struck me as being insincere. Just like really fake. But, you know, he had found a lot of success. I think he was on like Nerdist or something. I don't know. And yeah, he, somebody on YouTuber Drama Reddit or something accused him of straight up plagiarizing an entire woman's article, a woman's entire article. And I was like on the road basically this weekend, and so I didn't have time to sit down and actually look into the allegation, but I did see his response on YouTube. Kyle's response was literally exactly the same response James Somerton had to the plagiarism accusations there. Hi, Hein Pieter. Oh, good. I am going to, oh yeah, I like, Angela Collier. She's cool. I like her. I am going to go back, once I send out all of this round's cards, I am going to go back and double check my patron list, and anybody who signed up after I printed off this round of labels, I'm going to try to get cards to them as well. I did order extra, but just in case there are too many extra, I can also like maybe have some more printed and rushed, but I'm not sure. So, but yeah, if you signed up for the wine stream, you should be good. Yeah, Angela is cool. Yeah, Hein Pieter, don't get me started. Hold on. Sorry, I just felt like my teeth are... Okay. I think they're okay. Don't get me started on the per video thing. They haven't responded yet. I need to take care of that this week because I definitely don't want to deal with it next week. And I'm all around furious. I just wish that I had enough time, money, and energy to make my own Patreon and like commit to not taking VC money, commit to not making anybody a millionaire, just committing to like providing a good income for people like me and a way for people to support them. Anyway, so yeah, his response was literally plagiarized from James Somerton. It was, yeah, I really need to get better at listing the sources at the end of my video, so I've gone back and I've done that. And then I guess he edited the video to say in the description, like, source, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, did that fix it? Or is that just a bullshit way to avoid criticism? So, I don't know. I was going to look into that. I don't know if it's worth doing a whole video. And I get that, like, a lot of people hate, like, drama videos, but I kind of like drama, if I'm going to be honest. I'll never turn the whole channel into a drama channel, but, I don't know. You guys know, I like mess. I like mess. So, yeah, I might look into that. But it would also require, like, digging around and seeing, I don't know, has he plagiarized anything else? And that seems like a lot of work. Like, I'm not H-bomber guy. I'm not in the mood to sit here all week looking through this guy's videos. But yeah, so I just finished a very, I'm not super happy with the scripts, but a video about social media, algorithms. It's not my best work, to be honest. I might have to go back and fix it. Make it better. Make it more interesting. I don't know. We'll see. But also, I got a bunch of videos to get done. Mick, that's exactly what it is. It is literally a video about enshittification. Although, spoiler alert, not so much blue sky hype. Thank you, Cooking with Silence. I hope that's true. A telenovela, that, sure. What if only I had stuck to my goal of actually learning Spanish this year, and then I could have done an entire telenovela satire video about it. Okay, well, they're not all winners, so sorry to Robert. I'm not going to say his full name. That would be... So it's not owned by crypto guys, so much as I can't give you guys this stuff for free. Fuck you. Watch the video. No, I'm just kidding. So yeah, it's run by a board of directors. In October, they accepted venture capitalist money from a company literally called Blockchain Capital, which, like, wow, it's not bad enough that you're a venture capital company. You called yourself that, huh? Okay. So that was bad enough that the Blue Sky team had to like rush to clarify that they were not planning on introducing any kind of crypto NFT bullshit to Blue Sky, which, you know, that's fine. Oh, that's something I forgot to add. Like, I just finished the script and then I realized I forgot to add this, that Blue Sky has talked about dreaming about plans to eventually join the Fediverse, but they haven't done that despite talking about it since they started. And so that's why the actual hype I'm sending out in that video is for Mastodon, even though personally I do like Blue Sky better. But that's because it's a little easier to use, it's a little nicer looking, more of my friends are there. But anyway, I go over the... Oh, that's bad. You can't even... I'm just going to give them a whole second one and a third one to even it out. All right, Brad. Hope you appreciate the triple paw. Although I guess for a dog, I should have had... No, you know what? I'm not going to overthink it. Oh, I would definitely do a dramatic slap. I would have Indy do a dramatic slap on me. I mean, that's... I would recommend... So I'm not a finance bro. I have a lot of problems with crypto in terms of environmental impact, pump and dump schemes, false promises of big returns for the little guy, people not actually understanding what it is. I recommend just watch, what is it called? Line Go Up? Because he explains it way better than me. And yeah, Mastodon is just like, it is inherently better, but I do understand why it's kind of a long shot that it'll ever take off enough to compete with Blue Sky, Shitter, or Threads, for example. Yeah, folding ideas. Oh yeah, and also the crypto bros in and of themselves are awful, but that's not inherently why I am critical of crypto. It's all that other stuff. Although some of those guys are the ones running the scams that I'm critical of. I've been enjoying CoffeeZilla going after Mr. Beast for running a pump and dump crypto scam. If you haven't watched CoffeeZilla, he does a very good job of exposing frauds, particularly when it comes to that arena. Yeah. Crypto bros now run the United States, so I'm going to end up in Gitmo for that, for what I just said. By the way, that is why I'm doing all of this preventative healthcare this week. I'm like, all right, let's go get the mammogram. Let's get my teeth done. I was actually also thinking, like, after my last eye appointment, my eyes did get worse, but I just didn't feel like getting new glasses. But now I'm like, well, if the healthcare system is going to take a dive and everything's about to become more expensive, Maybe I should go get some glasses. Hey, buddy, I love you. You're such a good boy. He woke me up at 2 a.m. today with, like, he was sleeping soundly in his crate, which is right by the bed. He sleeps in there with the door open, usually. The crate door open. So he was sound asleep, I think, and then just suddenly lets out this single, high-pitched, extremely loud bark. And I thought maybe he had had a bad dream or something, but then he got up barking and ran out into the living room and then started barking louder. So I was like, all right. So I had to put on my glasses, go out there. Nothing. Not a single thing anywhere on the street. But I'm convinced when that happens, it's because there was a murderer and he scared them away. So when my husband got up this morning and started complaining about Indy, I had to correct him. Indy kept us safe. Hey, Thomas. I'm going to have my health care imported from Denmark. Only the best sparkling health care for me. Oh yeah, Jake Paul too, by the way, as John says. Look at that. We got a bunch of cards done. We're getting through it. What time is it? All right, I'm going to stick around for another 10 minutes. We'll get a few more cards done, and then I'm going to have to go back and write more about trad wives. Oh, man. I think I'm more than halfway done. 600 cards. Yeah, you're such a good boy. You're such a good boy. I love you. I love you. But, lay back down in front of the camera so the people can enjoy you. Oh, that's nice, Piper. I mean, it's dystopian, but at least you've got a doctor that recognizes that fact. All right, later, John. Oh, have a good trip back to the U.S. Yeah, I just got, earlier this year, I had my birth control implant replaced. But just in case, my husband and I have discussed alternate solutions that he might be able to contribute to. That's exactly why it's in black and white, Adam. Not because my office is so low light level that this cheap webcam can't bear to be in color. Yes, the dog cam is 24 years in the past. I occasionally fix it, and then, I don't know, I think when the power goes out or something, it resets, or maybe even when I move it around. Do they see blue and yellow? I think I've heard that it's not just black and white. Blue, I don't think so. I know they ran into a lot of problems based on the fact that standards are now higher for what is an acceptable risk to get a drug approved. So male implantable contraceptive that causes half of the side effects of women's is no longer able to be approved, I've heard. But yeah, the snip is still available. And it's reversible. In case you leave your old, gross, child-hating wife for a younger, sexier trad wife who wants to get a farm and have 8 children. You know, there are basically no downsides, but men, I think, are a little uncomfortable with the idea for some reason. You know, I just had my tits smash in a tit smashing machine. And apparently I have to do it every 2 years. Hein, I would love to do that, but I don't know if I have the ability. Because a big part of it is that you're competing in a way with credit cards. And so I think the biggest thing standing in the way is the credit card processing fees and stuff. Because when you are taking small micropayments, you have to work out a deal with the credit card company to take less of a cut in order to make it worthwhile. That's from the little I've researched it. Irritatingly painful, just enough to let you know it happened. How long does it hurt, Michael? Senior snips. 6 months. Wait, are you for serious? Was it 6 months? Because, okay, well now I feel a little bad for putting that on my husband. Because I thought that it was just a, it's a, what do they call it? Walk-in procedure. And you put some ice on it and by the end of the week you're fine. But okay, well even a few weeks is all right. I'll looking into it because I may have had a mild freak out about how women bear the brunt of all of this, and there's a simple reversible procedure, blah, 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 blah. A waddle out procedure. Yeah, culture. I think that this was a while ago, but if I recall correctly, the popular idea of it was that men couldn't handle the side effects. But I actually think that the main problem, I could be wrong here, it's been a while since I've looked into this, but I think that the actual reason why it didn't come to market was because there are now stricter standards for side effects. And even though it wasn't even as bad as hormonal birth control for women, it couldn't be approved. So cooking, unfortunately, it is the solution. Someone or both people need to take control. And yeah, that includes one option. There is, a procedure that is very safe and much more effective than hormonal birth control. Definitely more effective than condoms. So yeah. But I was considering doing like a hysterectomy, because I know I don't want kids at all, but that is a major operation. And so, yeah, between the two of us, if one of us is going to have an operation to make it almost 100% certain that we will not reproduce, clearly that should be the vasectomy. Yeah, condoms are the least effective of the major birth controls. I would never recommend somebody rely on just condoms, especially if you're living in a red state where even Plan B is becoming less accessible. It's absolutely not a good way to handle your birth control. Like, I did it through my 20s. I also lived in a blue state and was horribly anxious during that time. So then I went on birth control as well, but I'm a very forgetful person. So I was still horribly anxious because I was constantly forgetting to take my pill. So the absolute best thing I've ever done for myself has been the Implanon in my arm, which is way more effective than both pills and condoms. The only downside is that it's now supposed to be good for at least 5 years, but I've had to have mine replaced every 3. So, oh yeah, chargebacks and all that. Yeah. Oh my God, Beardly. You've got 10 boys. You're gonna hurt one and you're just casually saying it's totally fine. I don't understand what you're saying there. Wait, are you talking to me, Cooking with Silence? You clearly have spent so much time developing your stance and 0 time researching the dangers. The dangers of what? Yeah, I don't know what you mean about you've got 10 boys. You're just gonna hurt one. I'm sorry, maybe you're responding to somebody else and I don't get it. I was at there's this great restaurant in Thailand where all the proceeds go towards helping sex workers get health care. Oh, they're talking to Margot. Okay, sorry. Yeah, hi, go ahead. Rebecca at skepchick.org. No, don't DM on Patreon. Patreon sucks. Sorry, I'm like all confused now. Oh yeah, so there's this restaurant that helps sex workers in Thailand, and so I went there. The food was delicious, and but then they had like a lot of reproductive health posters and stuff on the walls, and one of them literally was like, you should double wrap if they look particularly dirty. And I'm just like, no, you shouldn't. But that said, yeah, I think vasectomies are awesome. And I doubt that anyone really, okay, there's always somebody out there, but I can't imagine a lot of men are out there getting vasectomies as a reversible treatment. Like, I'm pretty sure all the people getting vasectomies are doing so on the belief that they do not want children ever again. But a lot of people do end up reversing them because, you meet somebody new, your life changes, shit happens. Yeah, like, my hormonal birth control comes with, oh, sorry, Key, bye. Hormonal birth control comes with pretty severe side effects, including an increase in blood clots. I don't know if that's still a thing, but it was back when I was on it. So the fact that, somebody who knows they don't want kids, like compare that to a person assigned female at birth who knows they don't want to have kids. They have to have a hysterectomy. And now we're talking about a serious procedure that needs to be carefully considered before going in on. Vasectomy, probably be fine. But yeah, I don't think any guys are going in for a vasectomy just willy-nilly, so to speak. Willy-nilly. I made a pun. Okay, guys. Yeah, that's right. I remember that. Like when I went on hormonal birth control, there was still smoking in bars. And yeah, like the idea, I got really squicked out. And so I went off of it and then I ended up going back on it. I don't know. So yeah. Anyway, you guys can continue that fight if you'd like. But I gotta go write about trad wives. Indy can sense that this stream is wrapping up. Okay. Feel free to fight about this. I don't care about this. I will for the lollipop after. Thanks, guys. This has been fun. And yeah, we will talk to you. I'm going to try to stream the rest of the week. Might be here and there because I do have a lot of videos to record this week. And I got to start cleaning the house for Thanksgiving. But yeah, hopefully. Oh yeah, hyperlinks don't show up in the chat, guys. That might affect things. Take it to Discord if you want. Discord is always there for fighting. All right. Bye, guys.